There's some more compound inequalities, and this is a disjunction, an OR. But again, we just solve each of these and try to get them down to basic inequalities, and we graph our solution set. So here I'm going to try to solve for x. So try to keep my x's positive, so I'll subtract 4x from both sides. And 4x minus 4x is 0, so I've got negative 19. Is going to be greater than or equal to x minus 7. And then I'll add 7 to both sides. And I'll get, this is going to be negative 12 is greater than or equal to just x. And I move my x on the left, so I've got x. Put the negative 12 here, and remember the arrows point towards the x. So x is less than or equal to negative 12. So that's one part. Remember, these are all connected by an OR. And over here, what I can do is I can subtract 4x from both sides. And on the left, I've got here 3x minus 9 is greater than just negative 3. And I can add 9 to both sides. And I've got 3x is greater than 6. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. It's a positive, so I don't need to change the direction of the inequality. So I end up with x is greater than 2. And these are all joined by an OR for disjunctions. Okay, so I'll draw my number line. Make it a little bit longer, I think. Here's my x. And I've got 2. I've got to go out to negative 12. I'd like to keep the scale relatively consistent, so I'll make this 0 and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, negative 12. And then 1, 2. And then all the numbers that are less than or equal to negative 12 would be these up here, and a dot. And all the numbers that are greater than or equal to 2, or just greater than 2, a circle, like that. And where I have one or the other, that's what I fill in. So it's just going to be a dot of negative 12, and to the left, and a circle at 2 and to the right. So there you go. They can also have an abbreviation for a conjunction. You can't abbreviate a disjunction, but a conjunction and we can abbreviate. So you may see something like this once in a while. 2 is less than or equal to 2x minus 4, which is less than 16, something like this. Now you could rewrite this as there you go. So you may say something like this. 2x minus 4 is actually between 2 and 16, but not equal to 16, but equal to 2. And sometimes, and you could rewrite it like this part. 2x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 2, and 2x minus 4 is less than 16. And you can work it out separately, and we've already done one separately, or you can work it out keeping it like this. I'll show you how that works. Here we're trying to solve for x, so we can just add 4 to all 3 parts. Add 4 here, add 4 there, and add 4 there. And on the left we've got 6 less than or equal to, not just 2x, and then less than 20. Then we can divide all three parts by 2. It's a positive, so we don't have to change the direction of the inequality. If it was a negative, we could change the direction of the inequality. Of both inequalities, that is. And then you end up with 3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 10. Well, this is in essence saying x is between 3 and 10. So that saves you a little bit of time because you don't have to graph both number sets. I'll do it over here. Here's my x, and here's my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, if I solved it like this, I'd have 2 lines, but this is really just saying x is greater than or equal to 3, so I could put a dot at 3. And less than 10, put a circle at 10, and all those numbers between. X is smaller than 10, bigger than 3, not including 10, but including 3. I'll show you a nice circle there. And there you go. So that's an abbreviation for a conjunction. You can't abbreviate it an or, but you can abbreviate an and. Or you can rewrite it and solve both these, and you get the same thing. Okay? Now sometimes we have some overlaps, so here's an example of an overlap, and either we can have them for and ors. X is greater than 2, or x is greater than or equal to 4. So if you see something like this, again, we put our number line down. And we have our 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can use our same color. I can do this one in red. X is greater than 2. And x is greater than or equal to 4. And say they kind of overlap, but the reality is, where do I see one or the other? I need to see red or green or both. Well, I see red here, and I see both here, so I could just see. I don't see red at 2, but right after 2 I see red. And then I see red and green, so it's like that. So it kind of overlaps. So don't panic if you see something like that. You can work that out. Now what if we had this as an and? Well, we do the same thing. Put my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this one in green. Should I underline that? Like that in green. So I'll do this one in red again. X is greater than 2. And x is greater than or equal to 4. And where do I see red and green? I see red and green, not here, but right there, and right out a dot there. So there we go. So put a dot at 4. And something like that goes on like that. Okay? So you see the or is a little bit more, and the and is a little less. Because we have to have both colors for the and, we only have to have one color or the other for the or. So we can't have overlaps. So just follow the same technique and you shouldn't have any trouble. Find that agreed, okay? Hope that all makes sense.